Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor. It's September 27th. We got the grains right now working a little bit lower, so continuing its path that we've seen here all week. Corn down 4 1/4 cents. You've got beans down about a penny to penny and a half, but wheat trying to jump up a little bit, up about 3. So we did have export sales out this morning, and quite a surprise for corn. They wanted 125,000. To 300,000. It ended up coming out at 400 tons. So very light sales again this week for corn. But beans looking 600,000 to 800,000 came in at 799. So that's neutral for beans. And wheat 300,000 to 600,000 came in at 426,000. So that's right there neutral for wheat as well. So some of the things that you got to pay attention to here today is that we do have a quarterly stock report out tomorrow. Probably going to find some positions evening up again. Tomorrow is the end of the month, end of the quarter. So the path of least resistance so far has been down, and we need to be pretty careful of that. The charts look pretty negative for corn and beans. Wheat is still holding support, though. But if we do continue down, there are some gaps in the market that down in corn down to 680 and also 1480 in the beans. So we need to try to watch those levels here yet again. Another news story out there, we did have South Korea come in here this morning buying 266,500 tons of corn, but from South America and optional origin. So they have not come in here and said that they bought anything from the U.S. here yet. But this is just one more incidence here that our demand is still slowing down here for corn. We're not getting sales like we typically would. So we've got to try to watch that. Maybe prices are still too high. We're still losing sales here to South America. As far as some of the other markets right now, the dollar is down 17 cents. So finding a little bit of a break. We had some disappointing numbers out this morning. GDP numbers were out. U.S. economy is growing at 1.3% in the second quarter. The estimates were at about 1.7%, so still a little bit negative there. You've got the dollar breaking back on that. There's not a lot of talk right now with the European situation and the debt crisis that's at hand, so the dollar is retracting and pulling back a little bit. I guess we'll see where that ends up going, but the biggest revision that was made on these GDP numbers and the U.S. economy was the estimate to crop production. So they dropped the crop production in this report by about $12 billion due to the stress that we've had here with the drought this year. So still a big concern, but we're not getting sales. We don't have demand back here just yet. Export sales are pretty evident on that as far as corn. But, there's still a lot of chatter that we may see that pick up here as we get into the first of the month. But we'll see where that takes us. Livestock, fat cattle, up 10 cents right now, 122.32. Box beef came in a little bit lower yesterday. But we did see cash cattle trade yesterday at 123 in Kansas. That's down $3. The previous day we were talking trades in Texas of 122. That was $4 lower. But a $3 trade lower. Do we have that priced in already? Maybe. But we need to see some of the other markets try to firm up as well and maybe put more of a positive twist here on cattle. Typically we do see the markets try to firm up this time of year, and maybe we can see a little extra strength as we get toward the end of the week. But hogs, we have been working higher. We've been working higher the last few weeks, and we're up again. We're up 22 cents right now for hogs, sitting at 77.10 for that October contract. We do have probably another few days of this stronger cash trade that we typically get. So we get the seasonal trade that is stronger as we get into October, National Pork Month. But usually that starts to peak around that October 2nd to October 4th time period, which would be early next week. So we're going to be looking at that point here. Maybe we want to look at protecting some of the downside there as far as hogs after we've seen a pretty good rally. So give us a call with questions that you guys have. Reach us over here at 800-262-7538. or check us out online at allendale-inc.com. I hope you guys have a great day today, and I'll talk to you a little later. Take care.